Hi guys, good evening. I'm trying to see like something is wrong on Think%. I'm not getting any rates. Let me just restart this. I don't know if you are facing the same issue. Since DOS has been sold to Charles Schwab, this has been a mess. And I'm trying to log in again into Thinkorswim. In between, if you are facing the same issue, let me know. I'm trying to log in into Thinkorswim again. Hi, Prashant. Join. Let me just go into Telegram. It's taking too much time. I'm gonna put myself on mute until then. It's trying to log in. Let's see. Can you guys try if you're getting the same issues with Thinkorswim, not getting the data? Okay, finally we have the data now. So, good. So let me do one thing. Let me just share the URL with everyone, and then we should get started in a minute. And join live on YouTube here. Let me do this on Twitter, and then I am good. I'm going to give a couple of minutes to the people so that they can join in, and then we can get started. Hi, Praveen. Uh, Hopefully you all can see the screen now and you can hear me well. Guys, let me know if you can hear me well and you can see the screen properly. Okay, let people join in. In between, we can check on a couple of scanners. Market is trading at all-time highs, so it's a little risky to carry positions. So I closed my positions today, and now I am only in Tesla calls, and that's it. So let's look at the inside deals first. Like 1732. I only want to see in my default watch list. So I'm going to go here and scan. 15 of them are in my, not big ones, like only uh MongoDB looks good. HubSpot looks good. Let's see if we have anything else in the big ones. ARM is a good one. Humana is good. Chewy Octa, but not great ones. Like so, if you are looking for inside days, not much to see. Let's look at if we have anything on the inside week because we just completed the week. Let's look at the week. Wow, everything is like 86 of them are in big time. It's like 86. Wow. Tesla, United Healthcare, almost like 80% of my watch list is an inside week, which is good. All right, let's see how many people joined in and then we can get started. Yes, so we have good number of people. I'm doing good, Ashokji. How are you? All right, guys, I'm going to start. If any one of you have any questions, please feel free to post it. I'll be more than happy to take it from there. So very first thing, let's look into ES. So this is June's month uh, futures for ES. Today it made a new high 55.61. My target was 50. This is for September, not June. My target was 55.05, but somehow uh, the future changes. I have set it up that it adjusts according to the switch. So it's looking like this. Otherwise, you will see a gap of few points between this future and the last future. Uh, it's unless and until we are holding 5,500, I don't see anything is on the wrong side. If you see the 12 EMA, 12 EMA is at 54.69, which is a little too far for the comfort, and 34 EMA is 53.87. We are going almost vertically up, 300 points without any retracements. Now, are we going to have a retracement? I don't know. As of now, the market looks prime. It shows that yes, even like the TDM squeeze, the DMI, the buying is enormous. Buying is happening in this market across the big stocks, not across the board, but only across the big stocks. So when that is happening, the market width from small scale sector is bad, but the big scale have big component size into the index and they are moving the index. Like right now, Nvidia is 3 trillion. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is in the same set zone like Tesla was few years back. It's gonna fail. It's just momentarily. Yes, Nvidia is a good company making good changes, but the valuations is really, really, really bad. Microsoft, which is living on the AI flourishment, I have not seen big Microsoft revenue generated from AI yet. I'm waiting for it. Apple, I don't know what, just by talking that uh, they're going to have AI with OpenAI and they're going to do something outside of phones and maybe phone services. Apple has done no innovation whatsoever. Their glasses were failed. Apple TV is a failure. Uh, their card went down the drains. So outside of App Store and iPhones, I don't see anything innovated which can bring like $3 trillion. Maybe few months, maybe something. But these $3 trillion companies, like this is almost $10 trillion. These three companies makes the third biggest GDP in the world. America, China, and this one. This is absolutely insane. And this happened like in about a year. From less than a trillion to almost $3.5 trillion. Microsoft 2 years, Apple 2 years. Since COVID, this liquidity has gone insane. And again, till the trend is moving, it's okay. But once the direction changes, it's going to be really, really hard. So my take is every time you have a position, make sure you have a hedge overnight because maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 1 week or something, we're going to have a 2-3% gap down. And when that will happen, these stocks will be down by almost 7 to 8%, and that will have a hit on your portfolio. So every time, either close your positions if you're a trader, if you're an investor, make sure you have suitable hedges at this time. We are at all-time high. A reasonable pullback of 5-10% is a need of an hour. If that happens, yes, that's a good pullback. That allows all these items to cool off substantially and then go higher. But this looks ominous to me. Logically, it's like too good to be true. So if we look at this chart on ES, everything is extremely like higher. Uh, the DMI is all right. TTM squeeze is still positive. It's like once like people who are using TTM squeeze, uh, If you have a green dot and a sky blue, this one, it means the momentum is positive. 12 and 34 is indicating the momentum is positive. The buying today is showing the momentum is positive. So there's no need to short as of now, but make sure you have hedges. That's what my goal is. So right now, 5,500 if holds true, we are good. Even if there's a retracement up to 5,505, we are good. The next level, which comes to is 5620-ish. That's where the next resistance is. And if like last time we came here and retraced, this time we are around 5620 to 5635. This is where we have resistance. Now, if we are in a zone between 5,500 to 5620, 5635, I'll be most likely a buyer around 5,500, and I'll be most likely a seller or profit booker at 5620. In between, let it come down uh, to maybe 5520, 5515, and I will enter into this position. On the downside, I will only short if I lose 5,500 on the closing basis. Otherwise, I'm not inclined to short. I may wait to enter, but I am not shorting until 5504 is lost. So from a level point of view, 55 is 515, 5520 is your entry, 5505 is your stop loss, target is 5620. So that's about 2% move from this area. Everything is bullish, everything is optimistic. Euphoria is there, but only limited to the big stocks. NQ. NQ is closed right at 423 percentage. Now in NQ, again, the DMI is extremely solid. Strength is also catching up really good, like 26, 27. But we have seen much stronger strength in NASDAQ in the past. Uh, so I'll be a little careful here that yes, we are going up, but the black line is still not like, look at here. The black line was solid, and then we saw a good bounce. Here, the black line is in the middle, and the green line is like above 100% right now, which is a little dangerous. And there's hardly any negative momentum in NQ. Okay, so again, 20,184 in the September futures. This was my Fibonacci area. Right from 261, there was no resistance to 423. It hit there, but still there are opportunities up to 20,800. So 4% potential is still there on the Nasdaq to go higher and face the big resistance. Again, I am not inclined to short. I may find good base around 20,000, hold there and try long. If you are a very aggressive shorter or aggressive trader, you can short with a very tight stop loss, 2185. That's the area. Again, I'm not inclined to short. Apple, since 193 breakout, 209 was one area where it could find, but no, it's trying its best to hold. The DMI is solid up, the strength is there, everything is there. So there's no like 234 is my next area in Apple. So if you can clearly see that 215, 216 is a good green line, which is the back of the regression channel, which was there in the past. If that regression channel is sustained, and if we consider Today I'm using Apple mouse and that's a shit. Now, this regression channel, you are trying to reclaim it by making a round bottom at 167. Now from 167 to 220, the only thing which has changed is they have a collaboration with AI, and that's it. This added almost $1 trillion. Absolutely nonsense. This euphoria is like really, really bad. Now, with Apple, again, technically, if 214, 215, or let's say today's low of 212 is held, it will try to attempt 225 and 235. That's on cards. Apple is showing some enormous strength. AMD, AMD, like, I don't know, like today we were kind of lucky. I thought this was a inside day. It might break out. It did not. Uh, it made a dodgy right now from 171 to this. Plus, it managed to hold on to the gap. There was a gap right here. There was a gap right here. Today, it almost came near and managed to hold this gap. So, this gap is called Island. Like this Apple mouse is ridiculous. Now, if we tomorrow have a green candle like this, which means a morning star, and right now the 12 and 34 EMAs are so tightly coupled with each other that small push and it will break out. As of now, it is struggling really hard to cross 12 EMA and 34 EMA, but the moment it is going to be really, really hard. Right now, it's like TTM squeeze is telling me not to trade this. Uh, DMI is telling me everything is weak. Like there's no strength in the move. Negative momentum is there. And TTM squeeze is telling me avoid it. This is a red mark. Red is telling me it's negative, negative, negative. Unless it changes into green and yellow, you should avoid it. But again, I'm looking for it to cross 160, 159.30. If it does, holds potential is good. Amazon. Amazon is setting up beautifully, but somehow it's not able to like hold. But today it was a bullish engulfing. It managed to close above 184. Uh, it just needs a push towards 184, 185. You can see that it's not getting that kind of support with DMI. The DMI is so weak that every time it goes and attempt to move higher, it fails because there's no strength backing it up. So we need some strength from DMI into Amazon so that it can actually pull strong and go higher. Again, if you're a person, make sure you have a close above 184, which is today. It sustains there, and then look for 188. AVGO, AVGO, like it's enormous. The move is really, really enormous. Now we have to define new levels for AVGO. First of all, I'm gonna activate this and cancel the right extension. Take this to this area. Extend to the right. I'm gonna make some new and look at AVGO. This was in this zone of 1414 and this. This is similar to what Amazon is going through. Amazon is right now at this stage. The moment Amazon crosses this 188 area, Amazon will burst. So keep an eye on Amazon. It's getting ready. In terms of AVGO, let's define some levels. Uh, we just change our thing and let's look at some, because this was the same area it was tweaking in. So I'm going to use the latest bottom, take it to the high point, bring it to the down and see. So right now 1843, 1845 is a resistance point, but it has area of, there's a big gap. It may not fill now, but 2200, 2300 is on cards for AVG. Once it crosses 1900, it will be in a straight line towards 2290. Keep an eye on AVG. Airbnb, Airbnb today looks good, but I will still avoid this uh, for now because it has to clear the gap which was created. So 152, 151 will be a good confirmation. Uh, so I would wait for this 151. Then let's look at BA. BA is struggling really, really hard. It attempted a like inverted head and shoulder, failed big time. Now it is an inside day, but I'm kind of avoiding it. Not a great move. Arm Arm is around 158. It's a inside day 158. The strength is good. Everything looks good. It needs to hold 158 for a target of 170, and ARM can go to 195. No, 185. ARM is looking positive for 185. Celsius Celsius is like dodgy at the bottom from 100 and something something. So if we have something above 60 tomorrow, let's go for Celsius. High Brino high. Uh, then after Celsius, what should can be picked? Coin. People love coin. Coin is in a very tight zone, holding 34 EMA, but again, it's not showing me any strength in the DMI or the TDM squeeze. So I am a little reluctant to trade coin or any of the Bitcoin specific stocks. I would prefer to wait. And CMG has wow, $100 move today. CMG has like 1 to 50 split coming next week. If you want to buy it. There's no logic for it, but it's every time there's a consolidation break, it moves. It's usually three candles. So three candles there if you want to buy. Then Meta today I mentioned in my group. Meta looked good to me. Meta is holding in this zone. Again, bullish engulfing, tested 12 EMA. 12 EMA held and now it's looking good. Uh, it's again not as strong as other stocks, but slowly and steadily it's showing some strength. So it's preferred to be added with a stop loss of 502 Meta. And potential target is 520, 531, 557. Google, okay, Google is holding this 174-ish area beautifully. I think it's getting ready for a big move higher. It's a good consolidation in the range. And right now, everything is showing negative. We just need some trigger from Google and it will move. 174 is your stop loss, practically. If you get an opportunity to add in a dip to 171, that's a good area. Microsoft, above 440, 450, 199 was my target. Almost hit there. Uh, Again, a $3.5 trillion company. If it can cross here, it's playing with the fire. Like there's no strength here. If you look at DMI value, it's less than 16. It should be 20. So that's why I'm saying in Microsoft, I am a little reluctant. I do not see this number sustained at this price. So I'm gonna wait. But if you want to try long above 452 or try near 440. In between, avoid it. Nvidia, I think my charts are gone. Uh, it's kind of slowing up a little bit. Again, I'm not using my right mouse. This Apple mouse, Magic Mouse sucks. It doesn't have a scroll. So I'm gonna wait for it. In TTM squeeze, I've added DMI as well on top of it. Netflix above 635 was my area. 677 today it hit that. I think my goal is done on Netflix. If you are a long person, it's a good area to book. 637 was an area where we tried. I mentioned multiple times. It's a good area to break out. I think I am done with all my targets on Netflix. Now, if you want to short with 667, it needs to come down to 652 before making any further moves. SMCI, HMCI, we added like 866 above today, and our call went from like 18, 19 to all the way to 40. So it was a good trade. Again, 886 is a zone. It is holding 34 EMA. So for now, 886 is a good stop loss. Ashish Palantir, I have given. It was a breakout about 23. I've been into Palantir above 2350. So it looks really good to me. If it crosses 2550, go all in on Palantir. I'm expecting this to be added into S&P rebalancing on Friday. That's why it's showing some reasonable strength. If it does that, 20% move in Palantir is there. Tesla. Tesla is a bullish engulfing. It You can see the red dots are too much. It's squeezed too much. Something is about to happen. It's gonna break down, break out. The moment it clears 190, boom, it's gonna blow. We need to clear 190. Either it should gap up and hold that gap. If it opens above somehow 191, do not short. Go for 200 calls. It's gonna break 200. Because this is the consolidation of almost 20 days in this range. And it's gonna break out or break down. 191 above, go long. 178 breakdown, go short. I myself have carried positions in 192 calls. I'm expecting a gap up of 191. And if it does, I'm not selling it. So QCOM and MA. And guys, if you want to join the Zoom call, I'm going to share you the link. You can come and join. If you have any questions, you can talk. I've shared the Zoom link. So here in QCOM, again, it's like every single day these chips company, like people have made a joke of chip company. Are they going to generate that kind of revenue? But from where? I don't see. It's right now at 227. All the levels have gone higher. So again, I'm gonna draw a new level. I'll use it this level, the gap. Oh, yeah, this level, the gap. 226 and about 226, 243. That's what will happen on QCOM. MA, I don't want to try MA. It's a good support, but it's like the breadth in this is really, really bad. So there's no point doing MA. Anything else? Because you're on the call. Anything you want to discuss, man?
Now, just wanted to know, like, how did you got into a CMCI call? Like, what did you see? What did you follow? And then you
Yeah,
jumped in.
SMCI was 866 trigger. It's my level, 866. And it was the inside day. The moment it crossed 866, 887, I went in.
Hmm. No other indicator. You just saw that and you jumped in.
Yeah, it's in see, 866 was 23 point Fibonacci. Plus, I
Mhm.
saw on my chart that it was an inside day. The
Okay,
moment
okay.
it crossed 872, I was in, and the call was like 20 or 19 at that moment. And by the time I post, it was 21, and it came to 1920 again, and then it rallied.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
And then
noticed.
I tried again one more time, and that call also went up to like 30, but I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
out at 27.
Okay, cool.
Now, for me, the stop loss here is 866. And if that holds, I have a target towards 975.
Nice.
And if you see on DMI side as well, the black line is trying to show some positive momentum. It is not like this, right? But it is. Plus, you see on TDM squeeze, I added this because I was testing, and in these kinds of bullish market, this is really helping me. That it is telling me that green is to go. It is kind of turning negative to positive here. The moment you see this is in yellow color and green, you have to go long.
I used to follow TTM squeeze, but burned so many times, so I stopped using it.
No, I'm using in combination, man. That's
Oh,
the level is right there, right? Then the direction of DMI, you can see right there. It was not the low, but the direction changed right in alignment with DMI. DMI is trying to
okay.
pull up, change the direction. The strength was increasing in SMCI, and it was like right there. Even on like Thursday, we wrote the SMCI from I think 800 to 870.
Yeah, yeah.
So the idea is if we can pick up one momentum stock based on the level, just ride it. Like today, AMD did give us profit. It's not like AMD did not, but AMD. Let's look at AMD.
Yeah. Like a week out was moving better than the weekly one. So I took the week out and it gave me good profit. I don't
AM,
know what the reason. Yeah.
no, AMD gave me fine. My problem was I was carrying Adobe. It had
Okay.
a news, so it opened like almost 7,000 negatives.
Oh my God.
There was nothing I could do. It was showing everything fine until 9:25. And the moment it opened, I saw my calls were at the same price initially for a blink, and then it went down like 80% down in the span of 5 minutes. But all in all, I was able to recover through SMCI and AMD. So I closed my position. In the end, I just traded Tesla.
Cool. Thanks, Naval.
No problems. Guys, if any one of you wants to talk, wants to discuss something, uh, the link is right there. I can post this on Twitter as well. Um, if you want to interact, join live Zoom here. Okay, so what more we want to discuss? Let me check on Telegram. Nothing on the Telegram channel. Nope, nothing. So guys who are on the YouTube, do you have any questions? Any point you want to discuss? What is my, can you spot? Okay, spot. RV wait, I will tell you. Spot is holding 311 area. This was an evening star, and evening star breakdown was up to 307. It is holding there. I will not try long here. If it loses 311, it's not going to be good. The strength is weakening in spot. I may not try long on this. It's a hammer. Uh, Definitely have a higher high, higher low. But if it loses 311, I'm not gonna do this. Thanks, Ashish. You answered. Netflix, Ganesh, I already covered that. My target for Netflix was done 677. It is right there. I'm done on Netflix. For now, I want to wait. I do not want to do more on Netflix. MU, yes, MU is incredible. This I had like September positions in MU, and it caused me really, really pain once it went down. And I booked the loss, and since then, like from here to here, I booked my loss, and then it just went parabolic. Extreme strength. Said I will see 170, 166. It's still my target. I don't see any hindrance in MU whatsoever. It's a clean breakout. Any dip will be bought in MU. Accenture is not a big mover. It remains in a range. If you see, it's not able to clear 12 EMA in last few months. So it needs to clean and clear maybe 290. If it does, only then it makes sense to try it. Because the strength of negativity is really, really high on Accenture for now. There's hardly any positive strength. MSTR I saw 5.6 million. Oh, let me show you. NU, I'll check what is NU. MSTR. Look at this call. 5.6 million. 1580, 5.6 million call. It's something substantial. It was like at 1556. Stock went down. But it's a call, and Open interest is 35. And now if it gets added, we'll see it tomorrow. The person has lost $20 on the call as of now. Also, there were some calls on SMCI. Uh, like 800 puts were all added, sold. In the last half an hour, like 900 calls were like really, really sold. People exited. They may have entered earlier in the morning, but then they exited. Like good number of calls, 355, 57. This was a good number to get out. So we have Tesla. In Tesla, did see some good call volume building up. Plus, from a chart point of view, it looked good. I'm expecting it to give me a gap up. If it doesn't, then I won't do double down on a position. I'm not going to average it. Srinivas, I have already answered AMD that I want 161 to clear. In you, it's in a very, very, very tight consolidation, and it's trying to hold 12 EMA. So I would say 1150, 1160 is your stop loss. You need to remain in the position. Anything else, guys? I'm pretty much done. I don't have anything else to share. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good night. Octa, no, I did not discuss Octa. Octa was 98.99, right? Oh, it came down. Uh, Once it crosses 90, you may try long. Above 90, yes. No point shorting it. Snow, I think it's a good setup. It's a morning star. Uh, if you can clear 133, you're all game for 142. 133 above, you're all set. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good night and all the very best for tomorrow. Hopefully, things work out really nicely for us tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.